1 Extra.
BBC Radio 1 Extra, Jamie Foxx. Let's go, bro!
My brother!
My brother!
Somebody say to me, welcome down to like the book.
I made a tweet saying I'm about to interview you in my living room. Now, if anyone knocks on my front door, people think you're actually in my living room.
Well, come on, baby. I'm there, baby. I'm there in spirit. Baby, I'm there, baby. We in here.
So excited to get to chat to you. I feel like it was a quick, yes for you to tell this story.
The reason it was a yes because of Kent Powers, Pete Docter, and what they were trying to do. We only have a short time on this planet. You want to become the person that you were born to be? Don't waste your time on all the junk of life.
What am I doing?
Spend your precious hours doing what will bring out the real you. The brilliant, passionate you that's ready to contribute something meaningful into this world. And listen, man, to be honest with you, like my daughter, she was 10 years old at the time. When my daughter heard this, she was like, oh, Dad, you finally made it. I was like, what? Dad, you about to be in a Pixar? Oh, you made it.
Yes! Woohoo! You know what that's gonna say? Joe Gardner. I did it. I got the gig.
I was like, oh, snap. All that other stuff you did, we don't care about that. But you're right in the fact that this is a movie that we've all questioned that. Where is our soul? Soulmates. Soul is in everything that we say. Soul food, soul music. We always say that word, but where are those souls? And so I thought in how Pixar and Disney does it, man, to make it magical, I said, man, I'm in with both feet, man, and let's get to it. And then a lot of times they're like, well, what about the kids? I said, well, here's what I do know about kids. A 5-year-old kid wants to be 10. A 10-year-old kid wants to be in college. So they're ready for that. They're ready for these types of conversations. And so I think they did a fantastic job with it, man.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. The kids going into it, I think, are going to be surprised because they're going to have to think. Yeah. Not too much, but think because, like you said, they already are. But a young black kid especially can watch a Pixar movie and be like, boom, this looks like my dad.
Yeah. Listen, man. To be the first African-American, first black lead in Pixar, man, it is so what we needed right now. And if you think about what we've gone through, like, I was on the front lines of the marches in Minnesota. I went to Houston, went to San Francisco and watched the peaceful protests. But to see that and then to come back with this during Christmas, I think we need that. We needed that sort of artistic hug and a gift for Christmas so people can sort of escape and, start to heal and things like that, man. I'm just happy that it turned out this way.
Yeah, well, I know that Pete Docter said that Joe was based kind of on you in terms of being a go-getter. Did you see yourself in Joe? Like what could have been?
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, you hit it right on the mark. My grandmother in Texas taught me how to play classical piano. I said, why I'm learning classical, Mom? She said, because it's going to take you across the tracks. I said, what you mean? So I could play for white people? She said, no, silly. You could go all over the world with your music, the international, the metaphoric tracks. And I was like, wow. And so now, look at my career. All of these different things that she instilled in me, they all come into play. So now here comes Joe Gardner, a person who has that dream like we all have. And when we have dreams, we're very vulnerable. So I brought that to the characters. Like, Joe's vulnerable, man. He wants to get that. He's thinking maybe he's too old, maybe he wants to give up. And so we brought that to that character. So because we all sort of live in that space, we have these things. And for some reason, we think like we can't get to it. But I'm like, no, we can get to it. I'm like, the earth has been here for billions or millions or however many years. 80 to 100 years is just a blink of an eye. So I say, don't waste your blink, man. We can't waste our blink. That's the t-shirt. Don't waste your blink.
Yeah, no, incredible. And there's a character in it, 22. Tina Fey plays 22. And what's really interesting about 22 is I feel like that's the current mood for so many young people in this lockdown right now, because we see 22 just feels lost, bro.
Meet 22.
I don't want to go to Earth.
Stop fighting this.
I don't want to.
Hey, look, I already know everything about Earth, and I don't want anything to do with it.
Did you actually get to have to think of, like, how do you get back on there? Because we see 22 takes a moment just to kind of realize life.
You know what's interesting is you can't be discouraged. And like what I've noticed with like young folks, it's up to me to make them understand that we can't be discouraged, that we've gone through things even worse than what we're going through now. But it's because we have had things go so good for so long. This is a time now when humanity is challenged. This is a time now where I say, hey, we're in this pattern, a weird pattern of looking for the bad in everybody. If you look on social media, our comments and what we do, we're always looking for the bad. So what I say, no, forget that. Let's look for the good in each other. And I said, and we're going to have to, because I don't want to lose the young mind. I don't want to lose the young talent that's coming up. I've been through struggles that I could, tell you about that have been horrific. So when I look at this, I'm built for it. I'm built for whatever's going to be thrown at me. So what I try to do is give back. You know my pedigree, whether it's Nick Cannon sleeping on my couch or Flo Rida sleeping on my couch or Ed Sheeran slept on my couch for 6 weeks. And I had Ed Sheeran, I'll never forget, Ed Sheeran slept on my couch and I took him to he said he wanted to be a performer. I said, well, let's go. I took him to a all black night that I was doing, like this music night, but the musicians were all black, but they played for Sting and other, great musicians. And I brought Ed Sheeran out. I said, ladies and gentlemen, Ed Sheeran. He came out. Them black people almost rioted when they seen that dude. They're like, what is this? And so my boy Charlie, who played guitar really well, he says, yo, Fox, come on, man. What is this, man? You know how we keep the level of the room, man. You know what we do. And I looked at Charlie. It was like a movie. I said, let's just see what the kids got. And that white boy pulled out a ukulele on them black people, man. Man, they almost stormed the stage. But within 12 to 15 minutes, he got a standing ovation. So my thing is this, is that no matter how bad you may think it is, shut off some of these social devices that keep us in an angry mood. Shut off some of this news media that won't tell you what actually happened. When I went to Minnesota and stood front line and I came around the corner not knowing what I was going to see, and I saw 30,000 white people that were peaceful, 30,000 young kids that were like 18, 19, 20, 21 white kids, and I found out that their first record was a hip-hop record. I found out that Obama wasn't a big deal to them because they thought that's just how it's supposed to be. So that's what we got to do. You always got to take what's going on in Seoul as far as Joe is the mentor, is actually who I am. Anytime I meet somebody, I try to give them the cheat sheet. I said, no, this is what's really going on. All of this out here that they're spinning and telling you about is just to keep you off your game. It's just to keep you from getting to what you need to get to. I can tell right now your energy, you want to get to it. So I would always say, don't get bogged down in the people that want to keep you, angry or upset. That's not how we're supposed to be built. And also know that this social media and whatever we have right now is weird because it takes away discretion. See, like if me and you are at a dinner and I said something that you didn't like, back in the day, you would have discretion, pull me to the side, say, yo, don't ever do that again, Don't do it, But now with social media and things like that, we don't have discretion. We just say anything. And the biggest thing we promote is the most vile of what we say. So I always say, hey, man, turn that all off. Get centered, get focused about who you are, because what's inside of you is the most important thing. And we don't want to waste our blink.
Jamie Foxx, we got to wrap it up, but that was amazing. Thanks for your time, firstly. And
thank you, brother.
When you come to the UK, we can meet in real life.
I'm on the couch. Me and Reese is on the couch. A lot of people.
Thank you.
There it is.
A lot.
If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe, and click the bell icon to keep up to date. For more great audio and video from the BBC, listen on Sounds, watch on iPlayer.